Hi, everyone, and welcome. Thank you so much for joining us today for the Adobe Journey Optimizer Roadmap webinar. We are thrilled to have you with us. Before we get started, we just have a few housekeeping items to cover. Please note that this presentation does contain Adobe confidential information. Also, please remember that this is a roadmap session, which means we'll be sharing forward-looking plans. These are not commitments, and timelines or features may shift as our priorities evolve. Also, today's session is being recorded, and the recording will be available for you to view on demand until November 6th, which is 3 weeks. So if you need to step away or want to revisit anything later, you'll have access. And finally, we would love to hear your questions. We have a great team of our product developers here, and we would love for you to utilize the Q&A pod here on our webinar. So please submit them, and we'll address as many as we can during the session. And we'll also reserve the last 15 minutes for our live Q&A. So with that, let's get started. And I want to introduce you to John. Just one moment, and I will bring him on screen with me. So John, take it away.
All right, thank you so much. Let me get these slides queued up to the right starting point. But yeah, just to echo the words of Krista, welcome. It's so good to be with you. We're looking forward to walking through our strategic direction and the innovations we're bringing to the Journey Optimizer product. So just by way of introduction, my name is John Leininger. I'm a product manager on the Adobe Journey Optimizer product, and I'm joined by my colleagues, Travis Jordan, Shakri Kalva, and Aaron Forrest. So you'll be hearing from all of us throughout the presentation. And this was mentioned earlier, but just as a recap, just a quick confidentiality notice on the roadmap disclosures. What you'll see here discussed today are for informational purposes and may change at any time. So now that we've kind of gotten that out of the way, let's jump into the meat of the webinar. At Adobe, we continue to evolve Journey Optimizer around 3 core innovation themes, all centered on delivering smarter, more connected, and more personalized customer experiences. So there under the first bucket, under Journeys and Campaigns, you'll see that we're focused on connecting consumer and brand-initiated moments, essentially bringing together traditional batch campaigns with real-time one-to-one interactions. In the second column, under Content and Channels, we're empowering you to meet your customers wherever they are, whether it's email, mobile, web, or emerging channels like WhatsApp and RCS. And third, our work in intelligent optimization is an area the future is truly accelerating. Here, we're embedding AI and agents directly into the product, enabling predictive insights, smart decisioning, and continuous optimization of content and journeys. So on that note, let's go ahead and dive into that first area of innovation, Journeys and Campaigns. So here in Journey and Campaigns, we'll start with our recently released features this quarter. And the first one is Journey Agent. We're excited to share with you Journey Agent, our new AI-first product available with Adobe Journey Optimizer. So with this agent, you're able to have advanced capabilities like conflict detection, journey insights, and fallout analysis using text prompts. You can kind of see a little icon there, a screenshot there on the right of that conversational interface. So Journey Agent helps identify audience overlaps, surfaces operational insights, and detect points of user abandonment. And soon, it will enable users to generate multi-step journeys with simple prompts, making journey creation faster and more intuitive. Let me show you a bit what the release schedule looks like. So Journey Agent is rolling out in 2 major waves. We're currently in wave 1, which introduces prompt-based workflows for analyzing and creating journeys. Wave 2, which is planned for early next year, will make Journey Agent proactive and autonomous, offering recommendations and alerts and redesigned homepage experience. So with wave 2, our goal is to empower users with intelligent tools that streamline journey management and drive better outcomes. The next feature that was released this quarter is high throughput transactional messaging. So designed for API triggered operational use cases, this feature or capability enables sending of up to 5,000 transactions per second for email, with push channel support coming in Q1. So this means that enterprises can deliver time-sensitive messages like password resets, security notifications, with speed and reliability. With 99.99% uptime, marketing operation teams can consolidate all messaging within Journey Optimizer, streamlining workflows with enterprise-grade reliability. And with that, I will turn over the next feature to Shakri.
Hello, everyone. This particular slide highlights the key advancements within AGO with the introduction of campaign orchestration along with the existing campaign, which are now referred to as action campaigns. With AGO campaign orchestration, we have introduced a powerful new set of capabilities like on-demand audience for immediate or ad hoc segmentation, multi-entity sending to support complex business needs, and multi-step campaign workflows with pre-send visibilities for sophisticated omni-channel batch engagements. These features are designed to help marketers execute high-scale, audience-centric batch campaigns with greater precision and flexibility. With enhanced visibility, segmentation, and orchestration tools, teams can now drive better ROI, nurture customer relationships, and deliver timely, relevant messages across email, push, and direct mail channels, all from a unified platform, AGO. If you've been following AGO campaign orchestration, you should know by now that we have introduced a new schema type called relational schema. And this particular schema type powers AGO campaign orchestration. That said, let me quickly take you to what is slated for H1 2026. We're going to cover both campaign orchestration as well as journeys. Let me first go through the campaign piece here. The very first one here is rate control. Rate control helps teams manage how quickly messages can be sent, keeping system stable and compliant. It lets you set rate limits per campaign to avoid overwhelming downstream systems. For example, you can cap delivery to as low as 1 message per second, translating it to 3,600 messages per hour. Please note that this is not just for campaign orchestration, but it is also for journeys. It also helps align campaign traffic with business needs. What does it mean? It means that admins can manage send volumes per channel or provider, while marketers can fine-tune pacing at the campaign level, ensuring you stay within the entitlement and the provider limits. Ultimately, it gives admins control and marketers flexibility, making messages deliver more reliable, governed, and scalable across all orchestrated campaigns. Next, let's look at the next feature, which is, the control groups. Control group management helps marketers measure the true impact of their campaigns and journeys. It starts with the ability to define a global holdout group that persists across multiple journeys and campaigns for a given period of time. This means you, as a marketer, can compare the performance of your exposed audiences against the control group to measure the actual lift based on key outcome metrics like engagements and/or conversions. Beyond measurement, this particular feature also enables data-driven optimization by continuously analyzing the performance between the control and the exposed groups. Now, marketers can make smarter decisions on targeting, frequency, and creative effectiveness. In short, as a marketing manager, this capability allows you to truly understand what is driving the impact, giving you statistically sound insights to optimize campaigns and maximize your ROI. Next up is data federation. With data federation, we introduce a major architectural enhancement in AGO campaign orchestration. Data federation is a major step towards simplifying how marketers work with distributed data across AGO campaign orchestration and external systems like Snowflake, BigQuery, etc. With unified zero-copy access, marketers can now build campaigns on a single logical view of data without duplicating or moving it around. This means less latency, lower storage cost, and faster access to the latest customer data wherever it resides. Next, we enable segmentation and personalization directly on federated data. Instead of importing everything into AGO campaign orchestration, teams can define relationships across sources at the metadata level, letting campaign pull in attributes, preferences, or transaction data from external warehouses in real time. And finally, it supports a simplified, compliant architecture. Data stays in place, preserving sovereignty and reducing operational overhead, while AGO campaign orchestrations ensures seamless interoperability across the sources. In short, as an admin, you can connect and define relationships between AGO campaign orchestration data and external systems so marketers can orchestrate campaigns on unified data without duplication, delay, or complexity. Let me talk about the one, which is custom outbound channel. Custom outbound channel expands AGO's activation ecosystem beyond its native email, SMS, and push integrations, giving enterprises the flexibility to connect to any delivery system they use. With these particular features, admin can configure and register new outbound channels through a simple configurable interface. This means you can plug in your in-house messaging system, your regional delivery vendors, or third-party APIs, all managed within the same AGO campaign orchestration flow. This model is flexible by design. You can define your own endpoints, authentication methods, and payload formats, all in the same simple and configurable interface. So whether your company uses a proprietary messaging gateway or a niche delivery platform, AGO campaign orchestration can now send messages through it without custom engineering every time. In short, this gives admins and marketers the power to extend orchestration to any channel they need, making AGO a truly open, scalable, and future-ready activation platform. That's it. Let me pass back the control to John.
Thanks, Chakri. Excellent. All right, so let's move to our next enhancement coming. So this is, if I can get this slide showing. Okay. Does that show up okay? Okay, here we go. All right, we're doing reusable journey fragments. So excited to talk to you about this. To accelerate time to value, we're introducing these journey fragments that are reusable. Practitioners can save one or more activities as fragments, making them accessible during journey authoring. So this helps boost collaboration and efficiency, allowing you to visualize and share fragments across teams. At a high level, this feature allows you to save a set of activities as a fragment in a centralized location where you can view them. You can update or archive these fragments and then use them anywhere use them in any journey. This feature is planned for a general availability in the first half of next year. And then we have test mode enhancements. So enhanced testing capabilities are coming to Journey Optimizer. In this enhanced test mode, users will be able to run multiple profiles at once. They'll be able to create or modify test profiles on the fly through an intuitive workflow. They'll be able to view these test profiles in a single inventory. And they'll also see a comprehensive log after the test execution, showing you how those profiles pass through the journey and other information of interest. Users will also be able to trigger events for multiple profiles at once. So our intent is that these improvements make it easier for marketers to validate journeys, cover the multiple test cases that you have, and understand the results at a glance, so you don't have to sift through tons and tons of information. This feature is planned to release in the first half of next year. And with that, over to you, Travis.
All right. Thank you, John and Chakri, for kicking us off. I'm Travis Jordan on the Journey Optimizer product team, and I am thrilled to walk you through some exciting releases that just came out over the last quarter, as well as focusing on some new releases. And this will be in the content and channels space in Journey Optimizer. So first, let's walk through a few of the recent releases that came out. We're going to start off with a bang. To kick things off with the content channel section, I am excited to introduce dark mode in the email designer. This powerful and often requested enhancement lets marketers design once for light and dark modes. No need to create separate versions. You can independently style elements like backgrounds, fonts, and buttons for each mode, ensuring consistent branding across the board. This streamlines your review process and boosts design efficiency by consolidating everything into a single message view. And here's the key. With 40% of subscribers now viewing emails in dark mode, this feature helps you stay ahead of audience preferences while reducing the production overhead. Next, let's talk about themes in Message Designer. This was released just this month, and this is a powerful new way to streamline email creation while staying perfectly on brand. Marketers can now define reusable visual themes like colors, fonts, spacing, and buttons, and apply them instantly for faster authoring. With support for brand-approved elements and custom CSS, every message reflects your unique identity. Plus, theme management is effortless. You can create, edit, export, and reuse presets across campaigns to boost consistency as well as productivity. Lastly, I'll talk about a very exciting release, which is the PDF attachments in email. This has been often requested. With this new release, marketers can easily include static, non-personalized PDFs like contracts, brochures, or event invites directly in their campaigns. Files can be uploaded from your local system or selected from AEM Asset Essentials, streamlining the asset management. Each attachment can be up to 10 megabytes, and customers can send up to 6 attachment messages per profile per year with this licensing. This enhancement empowers marketers to deliver richer, more informative emails without compromising simplicity of brand consistency. This feature will expand to support in the future personalized email attachments, such as individualized boarding passes or receipts, supporting industries like financial services, retail, and travel. Now let's go ahead and talk about some of the future releases that are coming in the first part of next year in the content and channel space. All right, I'm genuinely excited about this one. In 2026, we will continue advancing our next generation messaging strategy in AGO with the launch of a native RCS channel, supporting both basic and rich media formats to deliver more engaging branded mobile experiences. This new integrative messaging channel empowers marketers to create rich, interactive, mobile messaging with verified branding using out-of-the-box templates like media cards and carousels. Once again, this will be delivered as a native channel, which integrates seamlessly with SMS and other message types, offering fallback support and advanced capabilities like personalization, delivery reports, and decisioning. This feature is designed to boost engagement and streamline campaign execution directly within Journey Optimizer. Exciting things to come with the RCS channel in the future. Now let's move on to WhatsApp embedded sign-up. What's up with WhatsApp? Earlier this year, we launched the new WhatsApp channel in Journey Optimizer. Now with WhatsApp embedded sign-up, we're dramatically simplifying how businesses get started with WhatsApp messaging in Journey Optimizer. Customers can now directly register and verify their WhatsApp business accounts right within AGO, cutting setup time from days to minutes. This seamless onboarding platform automatically handles things like API tokens and permissions, eliminating a lot of the technical overhead and the time it takes to get up and going with configuring this channel. With one-click activation, customers can now launch WhatsApp campaigns near instantly and start engaging their audiences right away. Let's move on to iOS live activities. If any of you have traveled recently, you've noticed live activities on your phone, whether that be with picking up a car or catching a plane. Live activities is a core part of how we interact with a mobile environment. This is launching in the first half of 2026, and this will enable brands to deliver real-time updates directly to users' locked screens and dynamic island views, boosting app engagement as well as visibility. Whether you're tracking an order, updating flight details, or sharing live sports scores, sometimes giving away sports scores as well, the feature supports both one-to-one and broadcast messaging for timely personalized experiences. It's designed to foster dynamic interactions and keep users informed without needing to unlock their phones. With flexible use cases across retail, travel, and entertainment, live activities helps brands stay top of mind in the moments that matter. Okay, continuing our strategy to broaden support for high-impact channels in Journey Optimizer, I'm thrilled to introduce web push notifications, also coming early next year. This is a powerful way to re-engage users directly in the browser on both desktop and mobile, even after they've left your site. This feature expands your reach and complements existing channels like in-app notifications, content cards, and code base for full coverage across web and mobile. Built on Adobe's existing push infrastructure, it offers a seamless authoring experience and efficient workflow. With web push, marketers can drive return visits, boost conversions, and deliver timely offers with unmatched flexibility. Next, let's dive into some of the exciting releases in the content space. Coming the first half of next year, we will also introduce live updates for personalization in Journey Optimizer fragments. This is a powerful enhancement designed to streamline content management across campaigns. With reusable modular blocks, marketers can update content in one place and instantly reflect those changes across journeys and deliveries. This feature also supports dynamic personalization by allowing direct edits to profile and contextual attributes within live fragments. It's a game changer for maintaining consistency, accelerating workflows, and scaling personalized experiences. This is really exciting. Coming soon to Adobe Journey Optimizer, third-party content integrations. This will empower teams to seamlessly connect external tools for dynamic personalization. For example, admins can centrally manage APIs, registry, testing, and controlling access to third-party endpoints from a single surface. These content endpoints are reusable across journeys, templates, and campaigns, streamlining setup and scaling content operations, which is really fantastic. For marketers, the personalization editor now supports pre-configured integrations, making it easier to author personalized content without technical support. Next and last for my section, I will cover a pretty cool release called Image to HTML Template. This feature is designed to dramatically accelerate email creation. Using Gen AI, marketers can instantly convert static designs from tools like Illustrator or Figma into editable HTML templates. No coding is required. Our smart template structure automatically detects headers, CTAs, and image blocks, transforming visuals into modular, ready-to-edit layouts. With built-in personalization support, you can quickly swap in dynamic content or even brand-approved assets to launch campaigns faster and at scale. Now I'll go and pass it on to Aaron to talk about the upcoming features for intelligent optimization in Journey Optimizer. Aaron, take it away.
Awesome. Thanks, Travis. And hey, everybody, it's nice to be here with you all. Well, yes, I'm excited to dive in. We're going to walk through 5 roadmap items. The first 2 are recently released, hot off the press. So, of course, we wanted to raise awareness of them to you and your team. And then the last 3 items that we'll review together are currently in development and coming soon. So I'll go ahead and just dive right in with these 5 release items. The first one I want to talk about is the new Journey Optimizer Experimentation Accelerator. This is an AI-first product, and it's designed to really help take your experimentation to the next level. There's 3 key benefits that it entails. The first is that it's this centralized location. You'll navigate to it from the left nav of AJO. And what you'll see is it's a centralized view of all of your experiments across your entire sandbox, but it also pulls in any experiments that you may be running from Adobe Target as well. The second key aspect of Experimentation Accelerator is that it now comes with AI experiment insights and opportunities. So you can go much deeper than just the statistical readout, of course, looking at lift and things like that. We've received a lot of positive feedback on the aesthetic, the look and feel of these tables and charts. However, I think more important with this is that it now surfaces the why behind the winning treatment. And with that, it also raises opportunities where it will recommend to you to, maybe add a new treatment that has certain copy or language based on what the system thinks will perform best. So it's a really exciting Gen AI feature that's embedded there. And then the last aspect of it is we've introduced a new experimentation method called multi-arm bandit. Some of you may be familiar with this methodology, but it's new and it's accessible. So today, prior to this release, you have A/B testing where you can run an experiment for a specific amount of time. Once you reach statistical significance, you scale the winner. This new multi-arm bandit approach runs over the entire duration of the campaign, and it will dynamically reallocate traffic depending on which treatment is performing best. We do have full documentation on when we would suggest using one versus the other, but again, very excited that it's part of this release as well. All right, moving into our second item. This is now in limited availability. We have channel quiet hours. Let me make sure it pops up on the screen for us here. So with channel quiet hours, as many of us know, the right message at the right time is so important to your business. It makes sure that we're going to increase the likelihood of greater engagement from our customers. But the opposite is also important to know. The wrong message at the wrong time can be really detrimental to brand perception and customer loyalty. And so this feature is going to help you and your team directly address this. Let's say, for example, that we're a brand and we want to suppress SMS communications from going out to our customers in the state of Florida between 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. You can easily, within the business rules area of the product, you can create this rule. You can specify certain hours of the day or certain days, certain calendar days of the year to either suppress these communications entirely if you want to discard them, or you can queue those messages to being sent at the completion of quiet hours. So there's a quick screenshot there on the screen for us, but it's a very simple setup where you specify these hours or these calendar dates. And again, with the option to either discard or queue the communication to be sent at the completion of the quiet hours. All right, now on to future releases. So for those last two items, just want to call out, please do reach out. Those are available today. Quiet hours is now limited availability, so we would love to hear from you and would be happy to help you to onboard with those capabilities. Now stepping into what's currently in the works and coming soon. Decisioning. This is a big area of investment, and we've seen a lot of increased adoption with customers, which is exciting. But as many of us are aware, decisioning is available today for our code-based experience channel as well as email. So decisioning being that way that you can personalize and optimize the best content in your communications through the use of formulas and models. We're going to be expanding our decisioning capabilities to additional channels, including SMS, push, and direct mail. Those are the most upcoming near-term additional channels we'll be including. So again, as I mentioned with the other items, please do reach out if you have interest in personalizing with decisioning. Would be more than happy to work closely with your team. All right, stepping into our fourth item here, we have journey path optimization. So on the journey canvas, we're introducing the ability to drag and drop what you see here, which is an optimization node. With this, you'll be able to run experiments on journey paths where you'll be able to very easily set up treatment A, treatment B, etc., and also identify the holdout. Then navigating to the report, you'll be able to easily see the lift of each of these journey paths so that you and your team can make a decision, right, on which path you want to scale, or just take action off of any of those insights on, again, which path is performing best. And lastly, we have decisioning-based journey arbitration. Earlier this year, we released the ability to frequency cap journeys. So for example, you can create a frequency cap that says, I want a customer to enter into no more than one journey per day, week, or month. And with that ability, also the ability to add a priority score, right? So given that constraint, we're limiting a customer to maybe just one journey at a time. We want to make sure that they are enrolling into the most important, the highest priority journey. And so we also had introduced that ability to give a priority score. This enhancement is going to make it possible for that priority score to be dynamic. You can use formulas or models that will influence what that priority should be, again, helping you to optimize the best journey for your customers. An example of this might be, as a brand, maybe we wish to optimize for a purchase event. We could create that optimization metric, and it will look at the profile and determine which is the best journey given that metric, as an example. Well, that concludes everything that I wanted to showcase for intelligent optimization. I believe we're going to actually open it up now to Q&A and field any questions that anybody might have. Thanks, everyone.
All right, we have some questions still coming through, so keep those coming through our Q&A pod. One question that came through is, can you configure the dark mode specific styles in your themes configuration?
Yeah, so the themes configuration allows for styling of each variant without creating multiple versions. So with that, AGO will automatically change and update your colors, fonts, and buttons and more. And they can be specifically customized for each version as needed. Does that answer the question?
Let's hope so. Please pop another question in if it doesn't. The next question that came through is experimentation agent a full replacement for target? Is there a reason customers would need both?
I'm getting those question around experimentation accelerator. This is something that you'd access within AJO and that left nav. It is not intended to be a replacement of any sorts. It really is surfacing new features. And as mentioned, right, the ability to look at those opportunities. They're Gen AI recommended opportunities that will just help you to enhance those experiments that you have in play across platforms. So regardless of whether you're using Target or AJO, it's an exciting tool that will, help you to get more out of your experimentation capabilities.
Great, thank you. Next question, decisioning for additional channels and journey path optimization dates, say the 2025 for GA, assuming that is a typo.
Correct. That is a typo. It is currently in development. It is coming soon, but we will keep you posted with the concrete date once we approach it.
Great. Thank you. All right. Next question. How will the new testing features impact test profiles that can be selected for seed lists?
Yeah, let me take that one. So the new testing features, they are being built on a separate platform than your traditional test profiles that you're used to inside of Journey Optimizer. So it's a standalone test system that is being built to create that fidelity that you're used to with real profiles. So the MVP won't have I guess support for seedless, but that's something that we'll look at adding in the near future. The initial MVP will allow supporting for like triggering events, right? Triggering events with these profiles. You'll be able to add audience membership, right? So with these test profiles, you can assign multiple audiences that they would be assigned to be able to be able to influence your journey logic downstream. So we'll take that as an enhancement, and as we flesh out the capability.
Thanks, John. This next question, I think part of it got cut off, but how the fragments will be using in the journey, can we have any use case or documents?
Yeah, so this is specific to fragments?
Yes.
Yeah, so fragments, so documentation is forthcoming, absolutely, but just in a simple high-level overview, it'll be a pretty simple workflow where you are able to select one or more activities right there on the screen. You have the option to add them to a fragment that you can name, give it a unique name, and that's added to an inventory. And then from that point, you'll be able to access that inventory and basically bring that fragment into a new journey. It'll create a copy of that fragment that you'll be able to kind of work with and manipulate in that new journey. And then in the future, we plan to offer like a reference where instead of creating a copy in your new journey, it references the source of truth, if you will, right? And you can kind of control it all in one place. So that'll be kind of a phase 2 of that feature coming down the road. But we'll have some documentation forthcoming that you'll be able to kind of dive into to learn more about that.
Great, thank you. Next question, will you be able to use target data in a campaign orchestration flow to determine control group eligibility?
I can take that. The straight answer there is no. You cannot directly use target data within an orchestrated campaigns to determine the control group eligibility, at least not in the same way it works in traditional Adobe Campaign Classic. But that's not an MVP at this point in time. But yes, if you see a need, just let us know. We will try to make sure we map this to the future roadmap.
Great, thanks, Chakri. Another question, is there a cost to RCS messaging in Journey Optimizer?
Yes, so this one's for RCS, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, I can take that one. So I presented on the native channel with RCS, including the templates, and for for that feature, there would be a new add-on introduced. We will be introducing this new feature add-on for RCS messaging for basic messaging in November. And then we will be releasing the more advanced offer, add-on offer for more advanced kind of rich media types of templates that will be available in the first part of next year. Now, if customers already have an RCS provider that they want to use and do not want to purchase those messages through Adobe, we do have available what's called custom provider, which allows them to configure another RCS provider such as Twilio or Infobip. They could hit that API endpoint and deliver those messages through a JSON payload. That's also available without the add-on, but the add-on offers give you that premium template view and the capability to access all the different types of templates and manipulate those and deliver those quickly within Journey Optimizer. So depending on if you purchase it through us, there is a cost, or if you purchase it through your independent vendor, once again, there's a cost to that vendor, but we allow you to integrate at no cost with that vendor.
Great, thank you, Travis. Looks like we just have one final question. What databases or data warehouses will Data Federation support?
Oh, this is probably in the context of orchestrated campaigns. To start with, we would be focusing primarily on Snowflake and Google BigQuery. And then we'll eventually expand to other databases and other data warehouses.
All right, thank you. Thank you to the team for your great presentation, and thank you all for joining. We really do appreciate you joining us today. So if you did enjoy the session and aren't yet a member of the Adobe Feedback Program, we invite you to join using this QR code. This will help you continue sharing your voice and help us shape the future of Adobe products. It will give you opportunities for alphas, betas, usability tests, and even giving the option of becoming a member of one of our advisory boards. So again, thank you for joining us today, and we look forward to seeing you next time.